Hey Internet, it's Cam Brennan here with Modern Tribe, and I'm bringing an interview today with the one and only Kyle Unzicker. Kyle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am doing well. So Kyle, why don't you tell everybody watching just exactly who you are and what you do for Modern Tribe?
Cool. My name is Kyle, like Cam said, and I'm a designer and front-end developer for Modern Tribe. I work on the events calendar plugin that some of you guys might know, and also their client services.
Very cool. So how did you get hooked up with Modern Tribe to begin with?
I got hooked up with Modern Tribe at WordCamp San Francisco in August of 2012. I went there. I just quit my job at an agency about a month prior, and I knew about Modern Tribe before when they used to be called Shane and Peter, and they for a while have published really good content on their blog about freelancing tips and stuff like how to price and how to make a contract and stuff like that. And I'd always followed that and used the plugin and whatnot. So I was at WordCamp San Francisco, and I was at the after party, and I was waiting in line for food, and Shane came up and told me I had a really nice mustache. And I said, "Oh, thanks. I really like your work, Shane." And he was sort of taken aback that I even recognized him. But we just got to talking and told him I just quit my job. And he's like, "Well, we work with freelancers. Give us your email or whatever." And it sort of went from there. About a month later, I was on the events calendar team, and the rest is kind of history.
Very cool. That's actually shockingly like how I got hooked up with Tribe. Except I was at WordCamp. I was at WordCamp Atlanta, and I met Reed there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So WordCamp, good for everybody, right?
Totally. Love
Cool.
WordCamp.
So you mentioned that Shane commented on your mustache, which is magnificent, I must say.
Thank you.
But what is the greatest comment you think you've ever received about your mustache?
Oh boy, there's quite a few to choose from. Well, I mean, Shane one's got to be up there because it did get me a pretty good gig with them. So, but at the time, I mean, it was fully handlebar wax. I'm a little lacking right now. But another thing is, I have a bunch of nieces and nephews, and they're really into Nintendo. And one of my nephews told me I looked like Mario, and he had it with wide eyes. So that was pretty cool. I think the funniest one is I can't remember exactly what was said, but I was in Chicago, and I passed a homeless man who was asking for change, and he stopped me and commented that he should be giving me money for having such an awesome mustache. I thought that was pretty awesome.
That is, yeah, that's definitely got to be towards the top.
Yeah, that might top the list.
Well, I have something to aspire for, so thank you.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I aim to be inspirational.
Well, very good. So you mentioned that you are a designer and a front-end developer for Tribe.
Yep. Yep.
So what exactly do you look for in other people's design or in your own that kind of pushes you or inspires you to do really good work?
There's sort of two sides of that question. One, what do I look for in other people's work that inspires me? And second, what inspires me as a whole to do good work? I think what inspires me as a whole to do good work is, number one, I'm putting my name on it. So that's always in the forefront of my mind of, I want to build something that's worth putting my name on. So I always want to, my reputation is at stake, even if, it's just between me and my client. I'm going to know if I'm doing good work, and they're going to know if I'm doing good work. So that's why I always try to build something I'm proud of and they're proud of. Secondly, it's always awesome to be able to help out a business, and bonus points if it's a business where you believe in what they're doing. I had a project. It wasn't a Modern Tribe project, but it was an online education company that offers education on computer graphics, like 3D modeling and stuff like that. And it's one of those business models where it's just $20 a month, and you get access to a whole wealth of stuff. But just that whole, democratizing education by offering it for such an affordable rate, it's something I I really believe in. And so that made working on that project all the more inspirational and really pushed me to do my best work. In terms of when I look at other people's work, what inspires me is attention to small details. A lot of times it's something, really simple UI details that can really make a site or an app really shine, whether it be little animations or really interesting use of color or typography. A lot of the basic stuff, a lot of the little stuff and the basic stuff done really well is something I'm really attracted to, and something I definitely try to reflect in my own work. So
very cool. So along, I guess a similar tact, who are some people that either professionally or personally you look up to?
Professionally, there's so many people in the industry that I look up to. First one that comes to mind is, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. I know I'm not, but I think it's Manola Illick. She goes by the name Mary Lou. She's a designer, developer from Portugal. She writes at a site called Codrops, and she publishes a lot of really awesome demos showcasing CSS animation and transition work, and it's really exactly what I was talking about before, where it's the real simple stuff done right, really awesome simple flares and touches that she's amazing at. So pretty much every time she has a new post on Codrops, I'm all over it. I really like the team at Zerb. They're behind a wealth of different products. Probably one of the more popular ones is their Foundation framework, which is sort of like Twitter's Bootstrap, if other people are familiar with that. It's just very well maintained. We're very meticulous in the creation of it. It's built on SaaS, and they're very meticulous in how it's organized, and I just really their attention to detail is sort of the running theme, but they really have that down. A couple of people I'd throw out would be one, Mike McAllister. He's a friend of mine. He's a designer, runs his a theme shop called OK Themes. He's just one of those guys that every design he makes, he just nails it. And I've never anything he does, you can't go wrong with one of his themes. Pippin Williamson, he's a name in the WordPress community. I've had a couple opportunities to work with him, and every time I've been able to do that, it's awesome. And really, I'm not brown nosing. The guys at Modern Tribe, I mean, I looked up to them before I get hooked up with them, and I still do. I'm from top down, from management to the developers I've worked with, to the designers I've worked with. Extremely professional, extremely high quality work. It's been great so far, working and learning from everyone there. Personal inspiration, I don't know if I necessarily have any personal heroes, or at least none that come to mind, but I mean, I'm just inspired by certain qualities that I see in people. I'm inspired by honesty and humility and even humor. People that are super funny, comedians, it's just, I mean, I don't know, I get inspired by it. So all my family and friends, as long as you have those qualities, inspires me to be that as well.
Very cool. That's quite a list of no, in a good way. No, in a good way.
I have a list here. Yeah. I wanted to make sure it's prepared. So
no, and I meant that in a very good way. That was a very solid list of individuals. Pippin does great work.
Definitely. Kind of intimidating. I always want to. If he sees my code, I'm like, oh god, he's gonna hate it. But
well, perhaps, but probably not. You do good stuff. Much better than I could. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So I guess our last question here would be: what advice would you give to somebody who's just getting started, whether it's in design or front-end development or both? Just what advice would you give someone who's really dipping their toe in that water?
I would say biggest thing is make friends. I work remote. I work freelance, and I live kind of in the middle of nowhere in Illinois, so there's not a lot of people locally that I'm able to reach out to, but there are. I mean, there's a couple, and the ones I know of, I've made that attempt. Follow people on Twitter. There's a huge community on Twitter, not only for design and development, but even authors and just, we talked about before, like who inspires you. Any arena where people can inspire you, they're probably on Twitter. So get on there. Go to work camps. Not only have I met Modern Tribe, but I've met so many other people there that it's great to keep in contact with them. Secondly, beyond making friends, I would say ask for help, whether it be ask for feedback on your work, critiques of your work. If you need work, even, ask around. If you make the friends, asking for help is that much easier. Just don't make friends just to get stuff from them. people will find you out.
Yeah, definitely.
And from a technical standpoint, I would say always question your workflow. Always see if there's a better way you could be doing things. I know it's real easy to get set in your ways as to what you like, and that's awesome. Mm-hmm. But this industry is moving, and if you don't go with it, you could get left behind. Whether it be learning version control, which it's 2013. We should all be using that. But it's whatever. It's kind of recent, and CSS preprocessors. You should probably be doing something with that. Just stuff like that. I know sometimes it's a little intimidating, like, oh, well, I've done so good without it up to this point. But don't write it off just because it's new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Thank you for all of your wisdom and advice.
No problem. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Yeah. Where can people find you on the internet if they were so?
Right now, I'm on Twitter at Kyle_Unzicker.com. That underscore is important. If you don't have the underscore, you'll be talking to some kid in Minnesota. But he's good. He'll sometimes refer. He's like, you're looking for the other guy. You're looking for the underscore guy.
That's pretty cool.
So you'll find me. And KyleUnzicker.com. It forwards to an old portfolio site of mine, but I'll get something up there eventually.
Very cool. Well, we appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Yep.